Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout out to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video. And if you want to, I invite you to subscribe to the page. It's always by choice, never by force. So today I want to talk about, give y'all a hip hop review. Man, oh man, this album is fire. I mean, I've listened to it about three times through already, and all I gotta say is that hopefully his next move is to get a bigger cast on this album and really cook some things up, like really get another creative mind behind it and really dig deep into it. And the person I'm talking about is Electronica. All I have to say about this album is that a written testimony is really fire, okay? I can't even just call it a regular hip hop album because of the layers to it, man. This is just really music in its purest form. I mean, when I first listened to it, I'm like, God, Lee, this man really went in this bag to make this album. And the crazy thing is, it's his first album to come out. That's the crazy thing about this whole situation. This album is being released as his debut album. And Electronica has been in the game for a long time. Like, for real. And I'm like, God, y'all really just dropped the hammer on this, honestly. Dropped a big hammer on this. Now, the thing about this album is this. I think to solidify his, I guess with Jay-Z being on a lot of the tracks on the album, that was just Jay-Z's cosign to the album, to Electronica. Now I will tell you this though. Jay-Z is one of those rare rappers that he can rap about anything. It's not just one subject matter in which he can rap about. He can rap. There's very few artists who can do that. Some artists can, stick with one genre and that's just their genre, in terms of rap. For example, some rappers are just rap about the streets. That's all they know to rap about, right? Some rappers can rap about just intellectual things. That's all they can rap about. Other rappers, if you give them a love song, they can rap about it. If you give them a street song, they can rap about it. If you give them a conscious song, they can rap about it. If you give them a party club song, they can rap about it. Some rappers have that gift. Jay-Z is one of those rappers, and he shows this on this album. And that's the thing about Jay-Z, man. I've been rocking with Jay-Z for a minute. A lot of people may disagree with him. Some people have called him coon. Some people have called him Illuminati. Some people have called him a Mason. There's all types of accusations against Jay-Z, bro. Really and seriously. When it comes to his music acumen and business acumen, I mess with Jay-Z, okay? I don't know what he does in his personal time, okay? I have no idea what he does, right? Speaking of which, I may need to read his book, Decoded, because it actually breaks down lyrics and things like that. Believe it or not, man, some rappers, they make good ass books, man. The Rick Ross book is good. The AZ book is good. I'm pretty sure a Nas book would be heavy as shit if he dropped that. But let me tell you, man, this J Electronica album, bro, I'm really feeling it. The only downside to this album, there's only 10 tracks. So you only get 10. And it's like, dang, man, we waited so long for you, but you're only giving us 10? Come on now, cuz. You could have gave us more than 10. But, you know, the way I look at it, though, that's kind of how it always goes. There's rarely any album, any good album. It's very rare that a good album is going to be longer than, let's just say, 13 tracks. Very, very rare. Very, very rare that you can listen to an album all the way through. You know, that's going to be longer than 13 tracks. But this J Electronica album, bro, I'm feeling it. I like it, man. This is a good album. You know, and the thing is about the album is I like how unapologetically Muslim he is on this album, bro. Like, he be dropping some gems, you know. He said one line about Salat. He said something about, I want to say, Salat is my direct line or something. He said something that resonates, though. That's what I'm going to say. Now, one thing about it is, about this album is that, you know, with his unapologetically Muslim view, the thing is I don't know, you know, I can't judge him or anything like that, but I guess he's Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, but subscribes to the Nation of Islam in terms of discipline and mobilization and things like that. I guess that's where he subscribes to it, you know, but I don't know. But I mean, you hear Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah all through the album, you know. But all I gotta say, bro, is this album, there are a couple of tracks that I really like. The Never Ending Story is one of those tracks because Jay-Z's verse is just basically a textbook, a history lesson in that verse. The other song I like is Universal Soldier. That's another good song that really resonates with me. But the whole album is good, man. I mean, this album, honestly, I don't even know if I can call it like a hip-hop album. I really just want to call it music. This is just music that transcends hip-hop. Now, I don't know if, you know, rock people are going to relate to it, but I know that if you're into just good music, you should relate to it. Now, one thing is about it is that because of J Electronica's production talent, you know, that's going to be resonated all through this album, you know, because he's a talented producer. Honestly, to rap on J Electronica's beats, you really have to be a technical rapper. You can't just be a rapper who's, you know, like into the trap music and just into lyrics that go like this, you know, pour me a cup, I'm gonna tear the club up. You know, you can't be on that speed for these lyrics. You really have to be on some highly technical wordplay for these beats to work for you. You know what I mean? And that's what is presented in this album, is highly technical wordplay, but smooth delivery in that. You know, certain rappers, you can tell that they're trying too hard to rap. And then other rappers, you can tell that it just comes naturally. I'll give you an example. Cannabis is a very, very highly skilled lyrical monster when it comes to the rap. I mean, Cannabis, he can spit. There's no doubts about it. But the problem is he can't make songs. You know, he hasn't really been able to transcend and make good songs. You know what I mean? So there's other rappers who can do that, but can spit too. And they have a smooth delivery in their spitting. And I would say that you know, Jay-Z has that skill Of course I'm going to say Nip Hustle. He has that skill. Scarface has that skill. Raekwon has that skill. There's a lot of rappers. There's a few rappers who have that, skill of having a certain cadence, but also still being able to be easy on the ears and being relaxed when they're spitting their stuff. You know what I mean? And you see this throughout the album, you know, because Jay-Z, I can't call, you can't call Jay-Z a conscious rapper, but you can call Jay-Z a rapper who basically can get down with him. He did a song with, he's doing this J Electronica music, he even shouted out on the Black album, lyrically, I be Talib Kweli, he did the Get By remix by Talib Kweli, so he's tuned in, you know what I mean? When Kanye West was a backpack rapper, Jay-Z was on Kanye West's first album, College Dropout, when Kanye was a little bit more into that conscious stuff, you know what I mean? That's old Kanye. That's when Kanye first dropped, you know what I mean? You can tell that he rapped way different back then, So yeah. But I really don't want to call Jay Electronica a conscious rapper. I don't really like to use those words for rappers because of the simple fact that, they're just rappers, but their subject matter is just being aware of things, you know what I mean? That's the one thing about these rappers, they're just super aware of what's going on, in the world, so to say. So that's why I don't like to call them that, you know what I mean? But I will say that, the only downside to this record is the fact that it's too short. That's the only thing that I dislike about it. But other than that, on a scale to 1 through 4 stars, this is getting a 4-star rating. This is an album that's it's borderline classic work. This material definitely will be timeless. So for my hip-hop heads out there, give it a listen. And in the comment section, let me know what you think about that album. If anything, man, we should tap in and have a live StreamYard conversation about this album. Or about any hip-hop album that resonates to you, or about any kind of hip-hop, Let's have an album based on that. And also, let's talk about, let's talk about, sneakers, you know what I mean? This is coming soon to the channel. I got some sneaker pickup videos coming very, very soon to the channel. So, stay tuned for that. And hopefully, I will also have a little interview with a West Coast based artist who I hold down, and will continue to hold down soon. So that's all I got for now, guys. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Fula signing out, and Jad Amma.